So tonight we want to answer some questions we've been getting asked lately as far as switchgrass. Now, a lot of folks have their frost-seeded switchgrass popping already, but a lot of folks just started the process recently. They might have started doing some field work at spring thaw. Now they're into their chemical applications, looking at possibly late May, early June, mid-June planting, whether it's drilling or broadcasting. We've gotten a few questions lately. Number 5 is pretty interesting. You want to stick around for that one. But anyway, number 1, how deep do I drill this with a no-till drill? Now, I've seen folks plant it at an 1/8 inch deep. Talking with Roger the other day, he likes 1/4 inch to 3/8, and make sure you're packing that with a cultipacker, lawn roller, closing wheel, what have you, but make sure you firm up the ground around that seed. It's not like we're planting rye or oats, where you're looking at maybe a 1 inch deep planting depth. We're not doing that here. Keep it really shallow. It's a tiny seed. Number 2, how much simazine do I use? What is safe to use? Now, Brad Harper was here, Harper Growing Solutions, a couple of days ago, and we were talking about, on our chemical video, simazine and switchgrass. We like to see that no more than 2 quarts per acre. That number might vary a little bit depending on sandy ground, heavy ground, clay, but right around, you're shooting for 2 quarts an acre. You get into that 3-4 quart an acre, especially on frost-seeded switchgrass, you could run the risk of injuring that switchgrass. Now, Roger Sampson with Reap Canada, who created the RC line of Big Rock, Tecumseh, and Chippewa, has a rather interesting article on simazine and switchgrass on his Facebook page, Switchgrass for Habitat. In fact, we're going to try to do a screenshot of a table on there that he has as far as the relationship of simazine and switchgrass. Pretty interesting information. So again, don't get carried away with simazine. I'm going to butcher this word. I've done it all night. Is Northwoods whitetail switchgrass in need of stratification? No, it is not. We've got great total germ percentages. We've got low dormant count seed percentages, and we don't need to do that. Throw it in the freezer, take it out. We don't do that. In fact, I've never done that. But you don't need to stratify your seed here at Northwoods. We've got great numbers. We've got great healthy seed. That RC line of seed is really big, plump switchgrass seed. Does not need stratification. And that kind of leads me into number 4. We've probably been asked this the most. What is the hard seed percentage on the RC line of switchgrass? And that is 0. There is no hard seed. It's dormant seed. It's not hard seed. So you look at a tag and you get the total germ, which is about 96%. And then you get a number that's called the germ percentage. And what that number is that they'll do a 14-day germination test, and the seed that popped, the percentage of that is what becomes the germ percentage, okay? And on the RC stuff, I believe it's around 60 to 65%. Now, the dormant seed is what didn't go the first 14 days. So you're looking at day 15, 16, 18, 20, day 25, it might all be popping by day 45, but it's still, because it didn't go the first 14 days, it's still considered dormant seed, not hard seed. So I hope that clears that up. So number 5, can I grow my Reap Canada Big Rock, RC Big Rock in Kentucky? Yes, you can. RC stands for Reap Canada. It's a Canadian company. Okay, it's right across the lake from Detroit. It's I believe they're farming the Big Rock seed we get from is near Port Huron. Okay, now it's a Canadian company, but they took Cave and Rock switchgrass and improved it and came up with RC Big Rock. Okay, and Cave and Rock switchgrass was founded in Cave and Rock, Illinois. Cave and Rock, Illinois is right across the river from Kentucky. So, of course, you can plant RC Reap Canada switchgrass in Kentucky. In fact, it's been successfully trialed as far west as Nebraska and Iowa, as far east as New York, as far north as Ontario, Canada, and Quebec, Canada, and as far south as into Kentucky, Tennessee. I know we had someone in Alabama wanting to try some, so I'm anxious to hear the results there. But it's probably one of the most diverse switchgrasses offered to habitat managers today is at RC Big Rock. So, but yes, to answer this question, you can grow Reap Canada switchgrass in Kentucky. So if you've got any more questions, folks, ask them in the comments below. If you've got chemical questions, switchgrass questions, in fact, any Northwoods product question, ask them in the comments below. Email us, text, we'll make sure we get that answer out to you as fast as we can. So hope that helps, folks, and I want to thank you all for helping the channel grow. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a few days.